Good evening and welcome to another installment of New Mexico Connections Academy Caped Crusaders. Let's get started. We're going to talk about how to become a more successful and independent learner. Step number one, you need an organized workspace. What does this look like? You need to have your computer, your course materials, your supplies, everything in a nice, neat, and workable space. Here are some supplies you might need. You might need some note cards. You might need some highlighters. Some dry erase markers. Always need sticky notes and paper. And always need a nice notebook. Step number two is to set a schedule. What is your hardest subject? What is your best time of the day? Other activities. Those are all some things to think about when you're setting a schedule. Of course, you always need to make a plan. Do you know when the last day of the semester is? Do you know how many school days are left? How many holidays? How many weekends? Weekends and holidays, you say, why do I need to know those? Did you know you can work on those days? Yes, you can. There will not be teachers available, but you can certainly work on those days. Do you know how many lessons you have left to complete? Are you satisfied with the current grade you have? All of those things you can ask your homeroom teacher to help you with. That is how you set a schedule and make a plan. Customize your planner. Did you know that your learning coach can go in and include live lessons, include help sessions, any family obligations you have, any extracurricular activities that you have, all on your daily planner so that you can see it right when you log in. Very interesting stuff, isn't it? You can also print out this daily planner by right-clicking or hitting Control-P. Why would that be helpful, you ask? Well, let me tell you. You can put it in a folder just like this one, and now you can have it over here on this side. You can highlight your lessons as you've completed them. Very satisfying, I might add. And you can also put the time it took to complete the lesson. Then your learning coach can enter attendance right from there. This side, you can have nice little helpful sheets to communicate with your learning coaches. What were my successes today? I got 100 in math. Whee! What were my frustrations today? I couldn't hear anything in live lesson today. Please help me. Social studies, questions that you have? Language arts questions, science questions, and there are always math questions. Right away, your learning coach knows where you're struggling. It is important to have an organized notebook. What kinds of things do you need to have in your notebook? You need to have vocabulary. You need to, of course, have notes, and you need to have a reference section. You also need to have example problems. What does a wonderful, beautiful, organized notebook look like, you ask? Something a little bit like this, with a place for every subject. You have a journal area. You have a place for math. You have a place for science, social studies, and language arts. So when you open up the journal area, you have the date. You can fold the paper in half just like this. Now you have a wonderful place for you to correspond with your learning coach, and your learning coach can also respond back as a nice way of communication. Open up any of your other subject areas. Again, you can fold the paper in half just like that. Now you have a nice place for your notes and some examples or formulas. That is what a wonderfully organized and beautiful notebook looks like. So in summary, to become a more successful and organized, independent learner, you need to have a very usable, organized space. You need to set a schedule and make a plan. You need to customize your planner and then print that planner out, put it in a file folder, and then you need to have a wonderful notebook. You also need to make use of your resources. There's lots of help available. Message boards, live lessons, curriculum, your teachers are oh so helpful, your learning coaches, and then of course the virtual library. All of this will help you become a more successful and independent learner. that's all for today. Stay tuned, and please join the Caped Crusaders in making learning fun. Good evening.